guys, welcome back to another little review of, some Blessed Unleashed characters. Today, I'm using the Berserker. Um, the Berserker is, so far, probably one of my least favorite classes. It might just be because I'm more of a DPS kind of person, but overall, I'm not the biggest fan of the Berserker. He's a very slow, very sluggish kind of character. His attacks are very slow, and while the name makes it sound as if you're supposed to do a lot of damage in numbers, he does not seem to do enough damage. At least in my opinion. He is really hard to use. In my personal opinion. I got him all the way to where I have all of the blessing stuff unlocked for Gift of Valor. And I have gotten all the way to the Geistwarden quest, which I have not attempted yet with the Berserker. And if you guys have seen any of my videos or seen any of my streams, you know that the Geistwarden was what I had the biggest struggle on. So I figured the best way to test out some new characters that I hadn't tried and recorded for you guys was to go through this quest alone. I'm not going to go through and, go through all the dialogue or anything like that. If you guys missed this quest, pretty much that guy right there is come back from the dead, and his crew or his people are coming back, and it's just crazy. So if you guys remember, whenever I went through here with my ranger, also I think that sounds a little loud, he or she was a lot more damage focused. And look, I'm on the first group here, and I'm almost dead. I have to use a potion already. There's really no damage potential, and the amount of damage that you receive because of how slow you are makes it very difficult to fight almost anything. I've seen some potentially good... No, controller, why? Stop. Okay. Gotta love when controllers disconnect randomly. I've seen some potentially good Berserkers. Oh, what? Come on, controller. What are you doing with yourself? But overall, it's just been a generalized... Wait, Professor, what are you doing? Can we get a move on here, please? Thank you. He's just very slow. He takes a lot of damage. It's hard to get out of the way of attacks. And the attacks that she does, or he, she, whichever you make your character be, does get out of the way of, by the time you're able to do any sort of damage, it's just not worth doing. And then, like, the abilities are okay, but it's still very sluggish, very slow. And the only real good ability, at least in the Gift of Valor section, is by far the X ability, which is the ground pound that I do. And it's very kind of anticlimactic. You know, whenever I think Berserker, I think of a class that can take a lot of damage and dish out a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. And that's not what I get from this. Like, yeah, he's got really good crowd control. But in a scenario like this, like, you don't have a lot of ability to do this damage that you need to do. You're very ability focused, and your basic combos are just very very kind of slow and sluggish. I mean, I know he's supposed to be a Berserker. He's supposed to be slow and sluggish. He's not supposed to be as fast as the Ranger, but it still seems like for the amount of damage that he does, it's not enough to justify how slow he is. And I have a pretty upgraded weapon. I'm not going to say it's the best weapon that I can get at this juncture, but I've upgraded it about to where my weapon was for the Ranger whenever I completed this. And if you guys remember, I was doing like 200 to 300 per hit at this point with the Ranger. All right, here's the true test. I'm gonna heal up all the way, and then I'm gonna use an elixir of wellness as well. That way I have the little extra boost, because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to beat this Geistwarden. And I'm only going to give it one shot, one go, see how it works. So let's see how bad this goes. Because the Geistwarden is definitely all about mobility. You need to do a lot of damage really quick and then get out of the way. Are you going to do your attack? There it is. And his left trigger is like a rage, and I'm assuming that's supposed to make his damage go up, but I don't really see a significant change whenever I used a rage mode, personally. Oh, I'm getting... Oh, I didn't get hit. I mean, so far we got him down to about quarter health, but still not the best here. We are also using an elixir of wellness, which I didn't have to use with the Ranger at the time. I also feel, I don't know, the equipment that you use for the Berserker kind of needs a little bit of a buff, in my opinion. It feels almost as if the equipment makes him a glass tank. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Drew in some more. Nope. Can't, and that's another big thing that I have issues with, is the lack of ability to dodge. I had 3/4 stamina right there, but I couldn't dodge. It's one thing that I have probably the biggest issue with in this game. I think if they're gonna have the Berserker be this slow and sluggish with not a lot of DPS, they need to give him more knockback and stun potential. Because, yeah, I'm able to manage this boss here, but at the same time, as soon as the ads came in, I started taking damage. I know these bosses, or these boss, but I know this boss. Oop, I'm taking a lot of damage. Yep. Ow. I know this boss's movesets. I know what to look for. But, you know, as soon as the ads start coming in and I have to deal with that nonsense, I have a lot of problems. Oh, that hurt. I'm also getting careless now. Oh, God, that's going to hurt. All right. So, I mean, overall, not too bad. Like, boss potential-wise, not too bad. But, again, look at how he's He's sluggish. Of the characters, like I said, I'd probably say he's one of my more unliked characters. You know, maybe once you get different blessings, he ends up becoming a little bit better. Or get different equipment with him. Yep, here we go. More. Ooh. I mean, we might get him here. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Boy, I would have been really mad if I died right there. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Excuse me? Hey, there you go. That's how you do it. Okay, Bless Unleashed is breaking a little bit here. Well, we killed the Geistwarden. So, I mean... Again, I knew what I was doing more, so... Take that as you will. That's kind of... A decent overview of the Berserker. He's very sluggish. He definitely needs more knockback if he's going to be the CC king of the game. Just because, you know, he does have this wide, slow arch. So he definitely needs more knockback and, like, stun potential. Especially when facing groups. Because I imagine the Crusader, he's probably going to be more of the tank. Can take a lot of hits, but doesn't deal out a lot of damage. The range, the ranger and the mage are going to be the damage potential. The priest should be the healer, and the berserker should be the crowd control. That's kind of how I feel the classes should go, and he does not feel very crowd control like, at least to me. So let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the Berserker. And I will make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Ring that bell, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys!